Any one of us that's grown up in South Texas can remember how incredibly hot and uncomfortable it can be being dressed out in full pads or marching up and down on a hot pavement this time of year. So coaches and trainers teach their kids how not to get beat by the heat and what to watch out for as well. And it's a lot more than just drinking water.
There's plenty of things. There's rest that's involved, sleeping is involved, water, hydration, the electrolyte drink, Powerades, Gatorade, that sort of thing. Recovery drinks like protein shakes, chocolate milk before they come back the next day. And also, before they come back the next day, about a gallon of water or so.
We do everything we can to help educate them on that, and we stress it. And we've got kids everywhere, student trainers that walk around with water. They're allowed to take their helmets off when they're taking a break.
Parents and grandparents watching them drill know all too well how aware everyone needs to be.
Very concerned about it because I work in it every day just like these young players. But I think in the afternoon workout, it's going to be more walkthrough, stuff like that.
When I was young, you'd get salt tablets and maybe a quick drink. We've come a long way, and that's a good thing. Meteorologist Mike Hernandez, News 4 San Antonio.
So what we have here is a robbery going really, really bad.
Tense moments inside Rolling Oaks Mall as two men opened fire after robbing a jewelry store.
I started seeing people running. I heard like 6 gunshots.
People running for their lives, some wondering if their loved ones are safe.
Just worried sick. It's my baby girl.
Absolutely senseless. This is the second time that a Good Samaritan was killed trying to intervene in a crime to help the victim.
Now the search continues for one of the suspects, still on the run in this deadly mall shooting.
It was an early morning alarm no one wants.
I woke up, opened the door, I smelled flames.
This neighbor says her dog started barking because of a fire next door.
Engulfed in flames! I ran into the house. I told Mother, the next door neighbor's house is on flames.
About 4 this morning, firefighters say a smoke detector alerted a man in his 50s to a problem inside a house on Winnipeg Street. We're told he called the fire department but didn't leave the house right away with his elderly father.
So the problem was that by the time he came back, just for making a 911 call, the smoke had increased so much that he was simply unable to reach his father anymore.
Firefighters rushed in and brought out the 85-year-old man. He wasn't conscious at the time and was taken to a hospital in critical condition. His son escaped harm. The battalion chief wants people to remember, if you smell smoke, get your loved ones, your pets out of the house immediately and then call for help, because flames could erupt very quickly, putting lives in danger.
Once that smoke takes over, you're not going to be able to see, you're not going to be able to breathe, you're not going to be able to think. And it's really a bad situation.
Investigators say the fire started in the front of the house. They don't believe it's suspicious, and they spent hours sifting through burned debris to figure out what caused the fire that now has a man hoping his elderly father will be okay. On the south side, Darlene Dorsey, News 4 San Antonio.
With great sadness that the San Antonio Fire Department marks the passing of active duty firefighter Scott Patrick Dean. Badge number 3239.
It's going to take a long time to heal from this because we are brotherhood and sisterhood, and we've lost somebody, and it affects everybody, the entire fire department.
You see all these people from all over the country, and like I said, our bond is tighter than anybody's. When you see this, you see all these people coming together for one fallen brother.
It's kind of like a big family, and they put their lives on the line every day, and what he did for the city and what he does for the community, and I think that I could give him at least come out and respect him for that, give him my last respect.
We're just trying to let the public know that these thefts are kind of on the increase.
Police are noticing an increase in a particular type of crime in our area. They're warning and why they think this could be a sign of an organized crime ring.
We knew there's no way we could use that kind of water.
And the troubleshooters are taking a closer look at the books at San Antonio Water System to find out just how many bills they're estimating and how much they're actually refunding.
News 4 San Antonio starts right now.
was definitely a disturbance in the force today on Houston Street, but it was all for a good cause, and it turned out to be a whole lot of fun.
Well, GDC invited Star Wars Society to come out, and they offered a very nice donation to our charity, St. Baldrick's Foundation, for coming and joining them. So we're very thankful for them for supporting St. Baldrick's on our behalf.
GDC presented St. Baldrick's with a $500 check, but it was the Star Wars characters that stole the show. They were all decked out in their costumes, and they quickly attracted a big crowd wanting to take pictures and talk Star Wars. And when I say they were characters, I wasn't kidding.
Okay, so give me your best Darth Vader.
Luke, I am your father.
Hey. Luke, I am your father. You like that one?
I like that one.
I like your mask.
Thanks.
Kind of got a big helmet thing going there.
It is a big helmet.
So you are?
A Twi'lek.
A Twi'lek.
I'm from Ryloth.
Of course you are.
Oh, yes.
And?
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett. You remember that from the movie? Very cool.
My best Obi-Wan is quiet and peaceful because we do not like to make a disturbance in the Force. And how can I assist you?
Qui-Gon Jinn. I was going for Obi-Wan's cousin, distant,
Qui-Gon's cousin.
Qui-Gon's cousin.
Okay, so I admit it. I'm a Star Wars geek. I loved it. So remember, may the Fourth be with you, always.
The Force is strong with this one.
Mike Hernandez, News 4 San Antonio.